Mics are on.
Good.
Stream is live. Welcome. HMB 3. Nope, that's not right. This is 4. Nope. What is it, Anna? You know.
I don't know. The S word. I don't know anything.
Yeah, I don't know anything either. It's 426. HMB 426 live stream. Welcome to the show. How you doing, Anna?
I'm well. Doing better and better. Which frightens me, as you know.
That's good. You walked up here looking like a professional mixed martial arts fighter.
Oh, don't even. Don't let the rash card fool you. I'm horrible. I'm actually really bad. And apparently you stay really bad for many, many years.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a mystery as to why people stick with it so long. No, I'm kidding. I'm definitely seeing some baby bits of improvement, but I don't think my ego has taken such a big hit in probably years, because it's bi-weekly, or twice a week rather, that I take that I do Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and it's twice a week that my self-esteem goes down the gutter. It's bad, like really, really bad.
Are you getting like beat up? You get punched in the face?
No. There's no punching in Jiu Jitsu, but I'm constantly like ridden with bruises. This is just like a minor one, but like my knees are always bruised. I have like bruises like this all over my body. So it's fun though. It's a challenge for sure.
Do you fight men and women, or just?
It's not really like.
You ever get the urge to when you're getting kind of roughed up on to throw a punch?
No.
Never.
Mm-mm.
I would.
No, because I would like to win fairly. I want to win within the bounds of the sport. I wouldn't want to do something dirty. But yeah, I do roll with men. Obviously, they don't go 100%, otherwise I'd be murdered. But you could still work on technique with a guy for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really know what you were doing. For some reason, I thought you were doing just straight up MMA.
No,
fighting.
Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. So there's no striking or anything. It's mostly grappling, groundwork.
Okay.
You're mostly on the ground with Jiu Jitsu. So like when you watch the MMA stuff, when they take it to the ground, they're doing Jiu Jitsu, unless they start punching you on the ground, in which case they're incorporating other forms of martial arts.
Is that something you'd like to do? Is maybe eventually go into the MMA route? Could you get punched in the face? You ever been punched in the face?
I have.
Oh,
it hurts.
It does.
It's not fun. No, and I've done Muay Thai before, but I think Jiu Jitsu I think is more effective as a self-defense art form.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Because me punching a guy in the face who's 280 is probably not going to do much. But even with my boss, who's probably pushing 3 bills, I put him in a rear naked choke and he tapped. As your technique gets better, you get better, and you can take on a guy who's bigger. You can't, maybe a guy, you can't put a 300-pound guy in an armbar, but no one has a lot of muscles around their throat.
Sure.
You know, so you
Yeah.
can't really muscle a punch when your trachea is closing.
That's very true. You can leave a message. I'm still trying to figure out how to get. I have a Google Voice line set up where we could like take calls, and the chat is open, of course, as well. I see Bob Tuskett in there, and Solid 7 and YouTube. Let's see. He says back for more. Yeah, true that. True that. Thank you, Solid 7 and
Did
Bob
we ever
Tuskin.
think? Did we ever thank Kevin O'Keefe again for sending us some more money?
Let's thank him even one more time.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if we did last time, but I think we did. But
I think we did. We've been pretty good with that.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you. You could always do that. HMBradio.com/donate. If you want to leave a text message or a voicemail, 813-693-2124. Bob let us know that Hillary Clinton tested positive for COVID.
Oh, wow.
And to pray for her.
24-hour news. Appreciate it.
Whenever I see that, I'm like, it's way too late to tell people about so-and-so testing positive for COVID.
No one cares.
It's over. I mean, it's long gone.
And the reports are like, with mild symptoms.
Yeah, we know.
Okay. Yeah, right. Exactly. That was the whole point of the Omicron, was it was mild symptoms.
God's vaccine. Yeah, right. But yes, Godspeed to Hillary Clinton.
Yeah,
wish her the best.
Bad to happen to her.
Thank you. Oh, Kevin's in here. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Cool. He's watching right now. All right. Yeah, appreciate you, man. So yeah, you can leave a voice or text me. I got a text message from a person who didn't give me their name, but said they used to intern at the Bone, like 2012, 13 for oh my God, I don't know what it is when mics are on where you just forget people's names. I know who it is. Used to work for your current boss, Matt, but it's Spice Boy. Matt Lloyd. He used to work for the Bone. He used to be the night personality there. Worked for Bubba Sponge for a long time too.
The person reached out to you was an intern for Spice Boy?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
It wasn't Spice Boy.
No, not to my knowledge. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know for sure. But I won't really share what he said, but he shared his frustrations with the radio business and people that are in the business. And I just kind of shook my head in acknowledgement. It's a tough guy. I hope he's probably doing something else now and making way more money and enjoying his life. So, or she, I don't know, maybe it's a lady too, or they, I don't know. But I appreciated that. I like getting those, just messages from people, because we don't really, I saw somewhere that something like 90+% of people that listen to, podcasts or radio shows, they don't communicate with hosts or anything. So I always like getting those messages, even if they're like, hey, screw you, which are very rare. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm saying do that, but even if I get those, like, oh, okay, cool.
Well, if you move someone to take action.
Yes, exactly.
You said something that's connected with them in some way, either negative or positively. Let me ask you a life question.
Sure,
here.
Please.
If you were guaranteed, say, like, let's get a bit loft. Let's say like $90,000, which isn't crazy, but it's a comfortable living around here. You could easily make a comfortable life out of 90 grand, or we can even say 100. Let's say 100 grand. Just
even
make it clean.
Okay. Yeah.
And you would do something that's a bit more boring. Maybe some sort of data analyst, recruiter, whatever, something that we kind of identify as maybe not a passion career, CPA, something of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, you're living a comfortable life, doing something that's not maybe a passion project, but you don't have to worry about money anymore. All the stresses that you have right now, I'm sure you have other stresses, but they're the ones that you have right now that seem so critical are gone.
Right.
Would you make the trade if you didn't have to struggle?
I feel like I've been struggling for so long now. Like, what's an extra 40 years? I'm almost done.
What's an extra 40?
My lifespan, I guess.
No, I mean, like, I'm repeating what you said. Like,
oh, what's an extra? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's only your entire life, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like doing this. It's fun, and I can't imagine what I would do if I had to go get a job. I have a job now that I just started working from home full time, but it's very easy. And maybe, I guess, if I did something long enough, maybe I'd find that easy too, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Wouldn't be challenging.
But it's certainly not challenging, but it's fine. I mean, I make enough money to stay alive, thank God. And that's good enough for the time being. So no, I'm gonna keep pushing at this. I think eventually something will happen.
Okay.
Still have faith. I don't know why, but I still have faith.
Isn't that weird that you can have faith for something that there's no evidence for, much
Mhm.
like God, but also, when you're actually putting forth effort, you feel like there's going to be a payoff at some point.
Yeah. Can I share a story with you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the headphones because I don't know. You might already know about it. I don't know. I'm gonna give you headphones. I have a Bluetooth old iPad hooked up, so hopefully this works. We're gonna find out together. And I laughed my head off.
Okay.
And I want you to, hopefully you haven't seen it. You may have, but this is a news report from Charlotte, North Carolina, and it involves a dog.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what I'm talking
No.
about right now? Okay, perfect. All right, here we go. This is unfortunately
something I need to watch.
No, you don't really need to watch it. You just need the audio really for it. So this is a dog in North Carolina. If it plays. It's not playing. Why isn't it playing? Oh my gosh.
Dog shelter, or a local shelter dog rather, is looking for a soft landing after being dumped by his owners because they say he's gay.
Thought you heard it all, right? A Stanley County Animal Shelter Facebook post says the dog's owner surrendered him to the shelter after he humped another male dog, which dogs do. Fezco, the shelter says, it's about 4 to 5 years old, weighs about 50 pounds. They say he likes other people. He likes other animals. He's a good boy. The shelter is asking for local rescues to step up and take Fezco into foster before he is adopted. Local county shelters across our area, Drew, they do so much work with such little resources.
So much work with gay dogs, and it's nice to see that.
That's insane.
I have an update to this story too. I was thrilled to hear this, that a couple adopted the gay dog, and guess what?
They're gay.
They're gay.
Wow.
What are the odds?
Imagine that.
So I'm happy to hear for Fezco, and I believe he has a new name now too. Let's see. It's
it was the lesbian couple that adopted him.
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to guess what they look like?
I mean, I kind of already took a peek. Fat and white.
Yeah, nailed it. 100%. I don't know if the webcam's that good.
Yeah, there you go. You can kind of get a gist.
You can fill in the blanks, folks, on the video. I mean, you know the deal.
And that's a recent story.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday, and that was the funniest thing. I've already watched it many times now, so I wish it would have got my true reaction to that when I first
you were
saw
just
it
losing your mind.
And it's funny because we had this lunatic lady that calls every night, Diane. And I like her, but a lot of people hate her. But she's kind of crazy.
Okay.
But
she's is she coherent?
Yeah, she's coherent. She gets drunk and cusses sometimes, and she's very attached to her dog. She had just told us a story that she took Pippin, her dog, to the dog park, and there was this dog Rowdy that was humping everything. So I had that fresh in my mind. And then there's Fezco over here who's humping, is a gay dog and humping everything. And it just, I don't know, it just was a perfect storm in my mind where it just created this, I don't know, lovely reaction. And I got a hearty belly laugh out of that, which was.
I like when you belly laugh. It's fun. It makes me laugh. Your laugh makes me laugh.
Yeah. So that was really good. So I'm happy to hear that the gay dog has a new home. Anyway, I hurt my knee. I know you can't see. I got a brace on it. I did nothing. I hurt my knee somehow doing nothing. I've been out of commission all week. I haven't exercised all week long.
Why not?
Because
I know your knee, but you can do other stuff.
I'll tell you why. I got new shoes over the weekend. I decided to spend some money on myself, which rarely happens.
Are they the white ones behind me?
Yes, they are. They sure are.
I can. They're nice and and white.
Are they bloody by any chance? They're probably bloody on the inside. I had a horrific blisters on both of my pinky toes from those shoes over the weekend. I wore them. Converse, they're Converse All-Stars. They tend to look better. They look goofy if you wear socks, I think.
You can't wear the no-show socks?
You can. and these ones seemed like they were a little more low cut even than my old ones because the sock was sticking out and they're fresh, they're new, they're burnt. I mean, they're so white and I wanted to look nice. So I decided that, I know they're brand new. This is certainly a risk, but I'm just going to, put them on without socks.
Oh,
I'm not really walking anywhere. So I thought.
Rookie mistake.
I went down to Pass-a-Grille Beach down there in St. Petersburg and found a parking spot at the far end. And for some reason, I thought this place that I was going to was really close, but it ended up being all the way down. I don't know how many people have been to Pass-a-Grille, but it's a very long.
Yes, I've been recently.
Yeah, it's a very long parking lot with a bunch of parking spaces, and at the end they have bars and etc. And about a quarter of the way walking, I went, uh-oh. I can feel it. I can feel it already.
The chafing.
The chafe.
Yes.
And I go, I'll be all right. I'll just keep going.
You don't have a choice. Could you walk on the sand at this point and take the shoes off?
I should have just taken the shoes off. And, you walk on cement, but you're still technically at the beach. So a lot of people are walking around barefoot,
right.
On the little sidewalk.
But now you're the girl with heels that doesn't have heels.
Yeah, I just figured that they'll be all right. But and then I had some drinks when I finally arrived at my destination. And then I had a few more drinks. And then I went, my feet hurt, but whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of just drunk. Then I walked back, to where the car was. I didn't drive. And I took my shoes off and it was shocking. I'll show you pictures. I'll put up, and you can probably see him on the Johnny B Show page if you want to go look. I put them up there on Instagram and the Facebook page there. I mean, just sandpaper on my poor little pinky toes.
Yeah.
I can't put shoes on now. I have to just wear flip-flops. I went to the gym and they wouldn't let me wear flip-flops at the gym.
Yeah, you have to wear closed-toed shoes.
I can't do it. I can't wear closed-toed shoes right now. And I don't know what the hell I'm going to do about breaking these shoes in. I'm committed now. I feel like I have to. Blood usually softens them up a little bit.
Well, you probably need to start wearing socks, even if it looks goofy. But here's another thing. Either you get the socks that don't show or you become very obvious with the socks and wear like crew socks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they go up a little bit, the ankle, a little bit, the shin.
Yeah.
And then it's on purpose. You want people to see the socks.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're coming back much like, mom jeans and styles tend to come back. So maybe the socks will come back in style. I just feel like showing your socks is just dad,
No, I have high top. Well, they're not Converse, but they're Converse knockoffs. And I wear like socks with them.
Yeah, but you're
socks.
a dork. That's proving my point.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing that up. Thanks for reminding me.
You're not a fashionista.
I certainly am not. No.
Yeah, well, I don't know. So I gotta figure that out. But yeah, I will at least have to wear socks. I don't know. Let's see. Solid says that the All-Stars aren't made for husky feet. That's not true. I wore them last time. I broke them in. They were all right. I'll get it going. Don't worry. Bob Tuskett says to please share pics that he has a foot fetish. Okay, I will.
Do you have the pictures available?
Yes.
I would like to see them and get my reaction.
Okay. I can do that for you right now. I'm going to go to the Johnny B Show Instagram page.
There's nothing more debilitating than getting a blister. And it's so small.
That's the
but
thing
it's so
that's
crippling
about it. Yeah.
It hurts to walk. You can't wear socks.
Okay. So there you go.
Oh my God.
Let's see if I can.
Did you pop them or were they like that when you found them?
I just went ahead and popped them. You can't really see it.
You got to. Stinks. Were they all like watery, like a water bed sort of thing?
That was the other one.
Did you? And that's after you popped it, obviously.
Yeah, I just ripped the skin off.
Oof.
I didn't even let the liquid form under the blister. I just ripped the skin off right away.
Yeah.
And started the healing process because you can wait with that, but
it's just why delay the inevitable.
I knew it was coming, so I actually feel a little bit better today. So I'm hoping by tomorrow, Friday.
Put some Neosporin on that ish.
Yeah, I put some Neosporin.
Some Band-Aids that'll sweat off, but you got to try.
Yeah. I'm not even doing that. I think the only thing to do with the blisters is you just air dry them. You got to air dry them out and just deal with it.
Unless, again, you want to exercise or something and you don't want that abrasion, you have to put on like some sort of Band-Aid.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe I'll just take a week off and then start again.
Okay.
on Monday.
That works.
Or maybe if I can tomorrow, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, Scott said that it's hard to see the pictures, and he was thankful for that. Yeah, I agree, Scott. Not good. Not good. If you want to leave a message, you can 813-693-2124. Home_made_man. Honest
I'm
tweeting these when I tell her, when I prompt her, but
I'm
she's
still
not really
2 months no social media. And by no social media, again, I have to have the social media for work. So I run that page and I look on Facebook to see local events. But as far as Instagram goes and my personal account, it's over. It's done, baby. I've been sucked into the vortex for 17 years. I don't know about when you got Facebook or MySpace, but I would say I got mine in 2005 and we're in 2022. And I've been on the grid now for 17 years, sucked into this game. And it's time to, it's literally half of my life. Half of my life has been spent online sharing, being performative, seeing what people are up to. And now that I don't have that, I have to ask people what they're up to. So it's a different dynamic. It's a different sort of way of living. When people joke about, oh, remember in 1995 when people used to talk to each other? I'm living that life now, and it feels good.
God bless.
I know
God
it
bless
feels
you.
good, but I will tell you this, Will, and I want to talk to you about this because you're a bit older than me. I don't even know if we're in the same generation. So
that's not
it's
true.
nice to know, what it's like on the other side, being elderly. I'm gonna be 35 very soon.
Wow.
Now,
Crazy.
that's deep into the mid. That is mid 30. That's not even like mid 30s. Like you are mid 30s. I am middle aged. I'm middle aged. I am desperately clutching on to my youth because there's no day you wake up and you go, I can't do this anymore. I can't go to the bars anymore. I can't go to the clubs anymore. I can't go to the festivals anymore. There's no day when that happens. It's just like a slow fade out.
Yeah, one day
when a guy or a girl, you're like kind of talking, and then you go from talking every day to every other day, to every third day, to once a week, to once a month, to never again. And you never speak again. And they're trying to ghost you, but they're trying to be kind about it. That's what it feels like getting older. It wasn't just one day I woke up and I go, I'm old. Or one day I woke up and I go, this is not age appropriate. I can't wear this anymore. Or I can't go here anymore. It's a slow fade where it's both a, sort of feeling from the inside and outside, like, maybe you don't belong here from the outside, and also I feel like I'm too old from the inside. So then combined, I've completely stopped going to clubs. I don't remember the last time I was at a club, but I almost want to go to show I still got it. But every time I do go to a club, I don't want to be there anymore. But so much of my identity, not identity, that's a bit dramatic. So much of like what I found to be fun and exciting was wrapped up in nightlife, and that's gone. Like that, like high that I used to get from getting excited about going out when I was in college, when I was like peak hotness, 21, just like wanting to have fun, get effed up, caught myself. That is slowly fading, and I don't even want to do that anymore. It's almost like I want to do that, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Because now it's just like more evidence that I, in fact, am getting older and that I don't like the same things I used to like.
Well, I could feel you on that. And I know that it's coming up quick for me. One thing I notice is I have to get up to pee at least once a night. I don't know when that started happening, but I'm turning into my father every day, with especially at least my father's bladder, because I don't know when it started happening, but yeah, at least once a night I have to get up and pee. I have to control my water intake after 8 p.m. like a kid who's potty training or something. It's insane. I still have to pee, so I might as well just do it.
You've injured yourself doing literally nothing.
Yeah.
The knee brace.
It's only going to get worse too.
Yeah,
for sure. But yeah, I kind of feel you on that. I don't. It's not that I don't like to go out. Well, I could give you this example. So remember we were doing Stay Woke. I would get to the radio station at like 11:30 at night and kind of just hang around and then do the 1 hour, come back at 1, go to sleep at like 2 or 3 in the morning,
Yeah.
and then get up and, I'd probably sleep in a little bit if I could, but not really, that much because I still had a day job still. And I thought that when the Johnny B show got kicked back a few hours and we were done at 10, that I was like, okay, well, I got to figure out what to do with my time now because I'm awake until at least 1, sometimes 2 in the morning. And it took me about 2 weeks, and then I was going to bed at 11:30. I'm usually asleep by 11:30 now. Come home, take a shower, in bed. And that happened very quickly. And now I get up at, my internal clock now is 7:30. And that I know is an old person time. It's normal people time. That's just what I should say. But I know that, I used to be able to sleep till noon. I couldn't imagine sleeping till noon now.
I could probably pull that off.
You could?
Yeah. Because I feel like I'm so sleep deprived during the week that like the weekend comes and I could sleep probably till about 10:30 easy. Yeah. I'm a sleep dependent person. It's not like, I just wake up at 7 every day, no matter if I've gotten 1 hour or 10 hours. No, that's not how
that's what happens to me now. Well, maybe because you're not into your later 30s yet. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what it is.
When May 8th rolls around, then talk to me.
Yeah.
Because, and also, as a female, there's some biological changes around this time where if I were to have a child in the next years, maybe 2, I don't know, I would be a geriatric mother. Ooh.
Yeah.
That seems odd, but I'm young. No, you're not. This is the age where they start warning you about all the extra chromosomes that you could get if you try to breed and stuff like that, if you know what I'm saying. So it's much like a party I don't want to attend, but I want to be invited to. That's how I feel about my fertility. I don't want children, I don't think, but I always want to be invited to the fertility party. I always want to be young enough and youthful enough to have a child, but obviously that's not how time works.
What about freezing your eggs?
I don't even want kids, I don't think.
No, you don't know that. I mean,
I literally ask myself in my head, do you want kids? No. Now, I don't know how I'm going to feel in 5 years, but I fear at that point it's probably going to be too late. And I don't think that every person is made to be a parent. So I think I would be just fine if I didn't have a child. That was actually discussed on our show today because maybe some of you know, maybe some of you don't know. I'm actually off the dating market.
Oh, that's
Who would have thunk it?
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm actually dating a guy that I work with, which is always a great idea. I fought that for about a year and a half because it's a bad idea, and I stand by that. It's still a bad idea.
You're asking where you eat.
Yes, absolutely, and I did not want to do that because of fear of in the event we do break up, which is very likely with couples. That's what couples do. They get together, they break up. Now you're working with somebody that you had an intimate relationship with, and you see them every day of your life, and you go, "Why is this happening to me? I'm trying to get over you." It's hard to get over you when I see you from 6 a.m. to noon every day. That's
even worse if you don't want to, if you're not even looking to get over them, you are over them and then you have to see them.
Yes.
Which is even worse.
And they're trying to get over you and they might be mean and they might be rude and you might be mean and you may have to interact with each other. And then they start dating other people and you got to talk about it on the air. And it's just an absolute crap storm. So I fought that off for about a year and a half, but you get to know people and you go, we got to give this a shot at least. This wasn't something that I decided to do on a whim. This was something that was probably brewing for over a year and a half. So decided, listen, F it. This is what life's all about. If it crashes and burns, then we'll figure it out. I always figure something out. Yeah. If I want to work for Bubba, that's the plan. That's the plan, period. But, in the event stuff doesn't work out, I will figure something out. I always do. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, it was actually discussed today about, as soon as you start dating someone, then they want to know when the wedding is. Then they want to know when you're having children.
Is your boss a Jewish grandmother?
Pretty much. Okay. He wasn't really the one pushing, but you have to ask these questions. And you should be asking these questions as someone he's going to be 41 on Saturday. I'm going to be 35. So he has plenty of time, but I don't. And, we were actually kind of doing some of the general relationship housekeeping on the show today in terms of marriage and children. Now, I don't feel bad about not wanting either of those things because he knew. We've talked about a lot of stuff over the course of almost 2 years, and I've discussed at length why I don't like the idea of marriage. And I've also discussed that I don't think I want children. So he knew that going in. So I don't feel bad saying things like that. And people are like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Now, I think that he does want to get married because he said he does at some point. I do not. Mm-hmm. Then I also informed the people, and his name's Chris, whatever, Blitz. He knows this. If I were to get married, this isn't like a hard no line in the sand, but I don't want to get married. But if I did, I would not be changing my name. I would not legally change my name.
Why?
Do you want to change your name?
No.
Neither do I.
Actually, yeah. I do want to change my name. My name stinks. It's one of the worst.
But it's your name. It's your name that
it's my dad's name.
Okay, but it's your name. It's legally your name.
My name's
wherever you got it from.
My name's William.
Yes.
The family name is Kuntz, which is my last name, which is my father's side of the family. That's just the way it goes. That's the construct that's going on here.
Yeah.
You could do the I think is it Mexican or just Spanish in general from Spain where they do the mother and father combo name.
Oh, I thought that was like a woke hyphenated thing.
No, that's actually a cultural. I think it's in Spain and it's continued.
Maybe where one is like the middle name and
no, it's just like a hyphenated thing.
Oh,
but see, I don't know what happens when when you get two hyphens, like you don't just carry
adding names.
You can't do that.
I mean, you see these Nigerian people with like 18 first names, or these Hawaiian people with 60 names. I think that's too complicated, but I just don't. And I don't even feel like I need a reason. It's just I don't want to. The reason is I don't want to. So why should I be forced to?
Just so it's not because you don't want to take a man's name.
I wouldn't want to take anybody's name.
I understand, but it's not for. I've heard the rationale that you're taking a man's name. Like some of my friends have said that, and they don't like that idea of having to take if they feel like like they're somebody's bitch or something.
Can I be honest? Like, I'm not a feminazi. You know me. Like, I'm just, I don't care. If you want to take your man's name, no hate, no judgment. Do your thing. I don't care. But for me, yeah, it's a bitch move. What am I going to lie to you? It's a bitch move. Like, why am I getting adopted into your family? Why don't you come into my family? Why am I part of your lineage now? I just don't like the idea of it. And maybe it stems back to like, the women were property and stuff. It's fine. I get it now. It's just a cultural thing. It doesn't really mean anything anymore. You're not property. You have rights. You can vote. You can drive. You can do all the things. I get it. I just don't like the fact that I would have to make an identity change with my name. It's my name. I like it. I understand I got it from my father. I don't care where it came from. I was born with it. It's mine.
That's fine. That's fine. And at least there's some logic there. Like, it's just some logic anyways. It's not just like, I'm taking a man's name and I don't like that, because it's your dad's name. Like, every daughter who is this name now, it's their dad's name. So you're still taking a man's name.
Right. But I mean,
already.
You took a man's name.
Yeah.
We all took a man's name, I suppose, whatever. Fine. But it wasn't like I changed it or anything. It's my name from birth, wherever I got it from. It could also be like, my first name is, it's not my dad, but I was named after a female ancestor. So I'm named after her, my first name, a dead ancestor. That's how Jews do it. You got to die first before they start naming people after you. No juniors.
Yeah, that's true.
But whatever. I don't really care about where the name originated. All I know is on my birthday, May 8th, 1987, I was given a name. And that's been my name my whole life. And maybe most people always, I don't know if people like brag about their name, but I like my name. It's mine. I've claimed it as my own. I don't want to take on someone else's lineage. And I know that it's just a name, like who cares? But also it's just, in my mind, it's a bitch move. If I was a lesbian, I wouldn't want to take.
So it is some of that then. It is going back to you're someone's bitch if you take their name.
I said that earlier.
Okay. Right.
I think it's a bitch move a little bit.
Do you resent your mom for taking your dad's name?
No.
Okay.
And she got remarried and she didn't change her name. She changed
Really?
it back to her maiden name and she left it there.
Oh,
So it's her father's last name. But
Okay.
that was her birth name. So she was a Hummel and she was a Swerdlow, and then she got remarried and then she just left it alone. She's not
Interesting.
changing it to her husband's last name.
Huh.
But they're not having kids or anything. You know, they got married when she was like 60.
right.
So it's not like, what will the
What
children
about if
do?
you had children? Let's just say you decide to
They
freeze
can have
your eggs.
the dad's name.
You're okay with them
Yeah,
going
I
with
don't
the
care.
dad's name. You don't have to be included at all.
No.
Okay.
And again, this isn't like I'm not trying to say this is completely based on like a logical formula. I'm just telling you how I feel, right? The kids, if he was like, the kids, what are they they can have your name. That's fine, whatever. But I also feel like, not that I'm a major part of the media, I'm not, but you work to try to get some sort of notoriety in a community. I don't want to change my name. I know a lot of people who were professors.
Name recognition.
Right. They didn't change their name because all of their publications were of their maiden name.
Yeah. I've seen that, and that's fair. Or they might be legally change their name,
Sure,
but
but
they
they
use
have the
their old
stage
name for
name.
their stage
Yeah.
name.
And it's just how I feel. And you ask any man, well, would you want to change their name? No. Okay, well, that's how I feel. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't want to change my name for somebody else.
I'll change my name if they got a cool name. If I ever marry a lady and they have a cool name, then I'll change mine. I won't have a problem with that.
I know you're being facetious.
Maybe hyphenate.
You would.
Maybe.
Huh.
I don't know.
You would be cool
Probably
with that?
not.
Probably not. You don't want
Probably
that.
not.
I've
Nah.
talked to you about this before, and you said that you would want the woman to take your name if you'd have a preference.
Yeah, I mean it's not a great name. It's often
But it's
mispronounced.
yours.
But yeah, it's mine. That's true.
Yeah. And would you think it would be a bitch name if you changed your last name to their last name?
Yeah, but
That's
I mean,
how I feel.
if a guy changed their name to a lady's name, which is her dad's name, that feels like a bitch move. Yeah, then you're somebody's bitch. But I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the centuries and generations
Of
that we've been doing it.
course.
It doesn't seem as bad if it's a lady. Just like change their name. I mean, that's just what you're supposed to
but
do.
I feel like it's a bitch move.
Yeah.
And it's just how I feel. I don't know what to tell you. It's my name. I don't want to change my name. So there was a lot of that discussed today, but no surprises there. We've discussed it.
I like Jacob's comment. He says that you can always adopt a gay dog.
Yes,
if
I
kids
can.
don't work out.
And we should maybe end there.
We'll end there with the gay dog. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. I will be back next week around this time, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Please do share it. Hit the share button on social media. Tell a friend about it. Put it on your stuff. That helps out for real. So God bless you all, and may you continue to live in His eternal light.
Bye.